Let's play darts. Goodness me, one good one, two terrible ones. 22 there to start things off. Guys, this is a really important one. Scoring, my darts, not that important today. Today's just a really special day, probably the most emotional day in this channel's history. And we say goodbye to this dartboard here, the Koto King Pro, who has served me since I started here and has been through some really tough times. And a real loyal friend. I think we can all agree. I think if people have seen a few of these, this board has had has not had an easy time. This board has fallen on the floor several times, and most boards would say no more. I'm out of here. I'm broken. This board has done more than that. It's survived every time, and it's been here to tell the tale. Now I'm retiring the board, and let me explain why. Because I don't take decisions like that lightly at all. Right. I was throwing at 19s there, so we're off to a rough start on the darts front. But look, this is the situation. It's a great board. There's nothing wrong with the board. Everything about this board is absolutely beautiful. All the wires are extremely tight and very few bounce outs. I can't tell you how few bounce outs I've had. I mean, you've seen this yourself. The only bounce outs I was having was when I was missing the board totally and it was hitting like up here. So no bounce outs, and it's been rotated mainly because it fell over so many times. I had to put a new hole in the back of the board itself. But in terms of it, look at it, it's fantastic. Okay, so I highly recommend. But look, you see the outside with the numbers on this frame. It may even happen today when I'm throwing, but this has been coming out. It's coming off the whole thing, and I've just had an opportunity with a new board. Let me throw these. Oh, that's terrible. 18s. God, really struggling there. But look, there's more on my mind at the moment. I'm an emotional wreck. But look, welcome to the Unicorn Eclipse, which has arrived. Won in a raffle. So that's the main reason it's come, is through raffle. I wasn't going to get one quite yet, but an opportunity came up. Now look at the colours on this. Look at the vibrancy. Look at the greens and the reds and the comparison there. Now look, don't say this too loudly because the other board is just over there, but there is a difference. So I don't know if you can see that. Is that good? Not sure. It's not even up. But look at that, the blue on the red there. It's tremendous. The Eclipse Pro here. It's like signing, like doing a transfer signing. Okay, right. That's what we're here for today, is the transfer of power. Okay, from board to board. Now, look, this board is going to last because this board, what happened was, as you can tell from the wobble, oh my goodness, right. As you can tell from the board wobbling, it's on a tripod. This is the only option I have. You've got to, play with the cards that you're dealt in life, okay? You can't complain too much. You've got to get on with things. Okay, it serves you no well to be dwelling on the fact that others have it better. So with this tripod, I was putting it almost like it was on one, like a scarecrow in the ground, because I thought, it's a long story short, but the board fell over once, thanks to James, who may be watching. He is a rough man. He's like half Neanderthal. I think his DNA, he did like a DNA check, and his DNA was like 50% Neanderthal. So in having Neanderthal hands, he pulled out these darts, and the whole board fell over. It fell over. The board fell off its screws, and I thought it was done. Dart career is coming to a real bit of the break here because we've had so much damage. However, this board got given a new hole. Now, I don't know if you've ever been a dartboard before, but if you want a new hole, it's not something to look forward to. And this dartboard got a new hole in the back, and it then was attached, and it survived, and it fell over about probably another couple more times. One time it fell over was on this channel, and one of my early videos, the board falls over. I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the description. But at the end of the video, I got to about 17 minutes, and I pulled the darts out too hard, and it fell over. Now look, the reason why this was happening. Now what we're going to do today, by the way, is scoring. Because look, it's the end of the dartboard, and I feel like we do doubles all the time. I thought really treat the board to some scoring. So there we go. We're going to start now. So that's 81. Right. So the problem was, why was this board falling over with this tripod? It wasn't the tripod's fault. It was my fault. I was putting it on the stilts. It was like a scarecrow in the ground, almost like a lollipop stick, and it was just fall over. And then I realised through guidance from several people, if you just pull the legs out of the tripod, it's more stable. And that is some science I'm learning. So if you do that, it doesn't fall over. And that's what I've been doing since. So we haven't had any issues. So yeah, we went through some problems, but there's no instructions. So I blame that really. Let's go with that. Right. Holy smokes. Right, too much talking today, but it is a special day. So yeah, it's considering it survived all of that. Going to be very. We're thinking of it in good terms, really. Right, do you see everything I'm doing? I'm rushing. I know that wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. I'm rushing. Need to really slow this down here. I'm just a bit, excited, I guess, as well. So these darts. Whack this, you'll see what happens. All the numbers will come out, I'm sure of it. Better, see, that takes time. Much better. Only 41, but I don't mind the scores as long as those darts are looking much more tidier like that, really. Yeah. Oh, one last time, right. But look, the new board, the vibrancy of the colours, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, it's almost like they're fluorescent. Not awful. My scoring is my weakest part of the game, and I think because I do doubles a lot, I think that contributes. But I rush. I don't know about you guys, but if going down the doubles, I'm sort of like, when I'm doing the scoring, I'm much more just the tempo and not taking each dart as important. I don't know. So I need to do that more. By the way, this is the third day. Or sort of the second day, really, of full use of these darts. So I was using those nasty 21 gram darts. I'm using these Aspinall 26 grams. I've got up 5 grams because I want to test a heavier dart. So they're a little bit more barrel, a little bit more heavy on the front there as well. So I'm getting used to those, but so far, with all the numbers I'm doing, I think I'm better with these. I'm definitely not worse, that's for sure. So I think these could be winners, but I've also got the loadout 24 grams to test, and you'll see that in the next couple of videos. But I'm just getting some more games in with these. I want to really make sure I'm not missing a trick. Oh, that was a poor throw. Funny enough, those last two were better because I felt more of a follow through, even though they were less accurate. You can see my scoring is weak. My scoring is weak. Right, let's drop down to 19s. Oh, no, that's not ideal. Yeah, really poor today. And look, my scoring in general is pretty poor. So I'm not too concerned about that, if I'm honest. 18s, let's go 18s. I'll be honest, I wasn't going for 18s. Oh my gosh, see this? Right, let's have a little reset here. Because I'm all over the place. Okay, so pre-shot routine, get into place. We're going to drop down to 19s here. Bring up the arm when you're ready. No follow through on these. Bit better. See, like those two, no follow through. This one coming with follow through. It's definitely a different angle, isn't it? Just need to concentrate and try and get that in place. I just can't get the consistency of it, even though I know I have to do it. 19s again. Right, let's go. Let's throw some at bull. Really go round on the scores today. Poor, really. That's okay. Look, the board doesn't mind. The board has seen it all. This board has seen the best of me and the worst of me, and there's a lot more of the worst of me. So this is not the worst. Right, let's go back up to treble 20s. I have hit a lot more, believe it or not, you might not believe it based on what you've seen so far, but a lot more 140s. I've hit a couple of trebles in a row with these and not hit that last one. There is, even though I've hit 180 in my life, there's a mental block still. It's not ideal. Oh, look at that. Classic 26. I just don't feel like one with these darts quite yet today, because I have at other days. I hit a match, hit a 50 average, including doubles in a match, 5 first to 3. But yeah, the today is not so good. I'm trying to hit bull. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, just to go back, I'm going to do like my warm-up where I'm going to throw one dart at a number, and then I'm going to, if it misses, I'm just going to try and hit that first dart wherever it goes. So I'm going to treble 20. And right now I want to hit that 20, that dart every time. Not great. So you see how far apart they are? I'm going to try and reduce that and see if I get consistent. Because there's no point just throwing at scores I'm throwing terribly. Let's like concentrate on the actual technique. I need to do that more actually, even when I'm playing on my own. There we go. See? And that actually makes me play better. A nice 81 there, but not, like I said, not so concerned about the score, but that grouping was lovely. Still dragging it over though a little bit, that coming at a bad angle. I don't know what I should do about that, really. Look at that, much better. Just that change of like way of thinking about it, because it's a training game, isn't it, really? But when you can actually hit that first dart where you want it, you can really get some better scoring, because look, it's much more consistent. So let's do that again. Yeah, not bad, not awful, not great. A bit more of that would be good. Just to say, you know, it'd be lovely to. And look, this board has done all sorts of things for me. This board was the first board, or the only board, I hit a 180 in. Okay, so that in itself, you know, is a big milestone and a big moment. So it's you know, show gratitude for the board. Oh my gosh, what is that? That's better. Oh yeah, I watched this video on YouTube last night of a guy who did darts challenge of he'd never really played darts before, and he said he's locking himself in his room, and he won't leave it until he does a 180. And his board was atrocious, and half the time I'm sure he could have got 180 much earlier, but he was just, some of them were just popping out. Board was terrible. I won't spoil it in case you see it, but he did quite a few days, as you would expect, I guess. Oh, what is that, man? Poor darts. Right, let's concentrate. We're going to do treble 20. We're going to keep aiming for that, but we're just going to follow this first dart, if that makes sense. We're going to hit that first dart. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. That's better. Look, we're going to do a Samson special there. That's what we're talking about. A few more of those. Oh, I dragged that one. Dragged that one, but not too bad. It's a little bit more consistent. Oh la la. So I'll keep this board as a backup, of course. But I wonder if there's like a little retirement home for them or something, or somewhere where they all go and, you know, hang out and talk about stories. Oh la la. Oh la la. Two terrible darts. I know they don't look awful on that board. And that one. I can't believe how badly I threw those. Yeah, I'm just not playing very well today. Again. But that's okay. That's okay. That's better. Not terrible. I much prefer when we go round on the doubles. It makes it a bit more fun. Let's drop down to 19s. Oh, wow. Golly gosh. Wow. It's not good, is it? Not good. Let's go again. Let's take those 19s out. You don't want to blame. Last night I had 200 grams of jelly beans. Now, I'm going to give you some education here. Jelly beans are pure sugar. There's no difference really between having sugar in terms of what your body takes in out of your sugar pot, or the sugar you're eating in a jelly bean. Now, I had 200 grams. If you picked up 200 grams, like weigh something with 200 grams, that's how much sugar I ate last night. I feel sick all day today. You can't eat that much sugar. Like, when in history have we had to eat that much sugar? And I just eat it through jelly beans. But I'm a massive fan of the pink and the white ones. The pink and the white jelly beans, and you have to get the classic, the original ones. Can't get these new ones that Haribo or other ones do. You have to get the original flavors. The pink and the white are tremendous. Tremendous. Not good. Right, let's go bull. We're gonna throw some bull till we get bull. Okay, that's today. That'll be the end of today. The end of the day is when we hit this bull. Okay, and we'll say goodbye to the board. Not a great start. Poor technique though. Poor technique by myself. By no one else. Oh, unlucky. Unfortunate. 2 outer rings. We'll take that though as an improvement. I think the next time you see me, by the way, I'll be having the loadouts being thrown and all the testing for these has been done. Okay, and then we'll be reporting back. But at the moment, these have scored higher than my Nastries, 21 grams. So going up 5 grams has seen me already improved based on this small data set. And look, today you would not have thought that at all, would you? Oh, that's bad. That's not bad. That turned my wrist over a bit more there. Better. But need to push my wrist over, need to follow through. Come on, for the board. Come on, for the board. Let me just give this board one last, some sort of like little pat there, like a little dog, little dart dog. What is that, man? It's got to be in. That is, surely. 2 more outer ring. What's going on here? We don't give up though. Not yet, anyway. Poor darts. We'll do 6 more and I'll let you go because you've got family to see and stuff. Walk the dog or your dart dog. Okay, 3 more and then we'll say goodbye to the board one last time. Oh, 3 close, but not close enough. Oh, go on then. We'll just do 3 last, just in case. Just because it's our last time together with the board as well. You know what? It's unlucky. Right, guys, the board has done us many a good video and many a good session, 20-minute session here. And I just want to say thank you, board, for all your time and best of luck in the future, whatever you decide to do. And you guys have a great time. Next time you'll see the Eclipse Pro back in action for in action for the first time. Look, hasn't even been a dart thrown. Whoa. Okay. Thank you. Bye.